just picked up our brand new RV, an Alliance Delta 252 RL. Let's take a tour of this right out of the factory. Welcome back to Millers in Motion, and literally I just wrapped up the pickup video right there, and this week we're going to take you all around this Alliance Delta 252 RL. Now I will tell you, we came from a 46-foot toy hauler fifth wheel RV in our Alliance Valor 44V14, and we have downsized to a just below 30 feet Delta. So why did we want to go with the 252R specifically? Well, the ultralights were almost too light. I still have my F350 dually Pearl that we've had forever, and I wanted something sub 30 feet, and the 252 was the floor plan that we felt was best for us. Also, we did and are buying a house in North Texas, and so we were looking at something that we could take and be comfortable with the dogs for a week, 2 weeks, that kind of thing, versus living in it full time, and we just didn't need all the things. We wanted to be more nimble, be able to get into some state parks, national parks. So let's get you guys flipped around and let's take a look at this beautiful RV. Okay, so one of the reasons we wanted to stay in the main Delta line and not go down to the lower one was because of this front molded cap. We just love the aesthetic of it. We think it's a really cool looking cap, and also the diffused lights on the top and mid-range right there look great. I will tell you, there are a few things that we did different personally, and this was kind of just something we wanted to do. So we're going to start right up front, ignore all my stuff, but one thing that is different, we decided to go with 30-pound propane tanks. I just wanted a little more capacity since we like the cold weather camp. And also, we did an electronic auto leveling system from BAL. It's the LS 5.3. It's a combination of self-leveling electric jacks and a series of stabilizer jacks to give you a nice sturdy base. And the 5 seconds I've used it, I liked it. So there's that. Coming down the side, you do have your big pass-through storage, which will hit in a minute. You do have dual entry. I'll explain why in just a little bit. Nice big size camp awning. One thing that they did on this that I really liked, that I wish they had done on the Valor, is they added magnetic door catches. So that's been amazing. Down here, you have all of the space in the world. You got some hidden space up there, so you can get a 6-foot folding table. Those are two kind of hiding storage spaces. They're not really storage, there's stuff behind there. I may or may not be putting a solar system here. You can control your awning on the outside, your front cap light. You have your cable ports. You have a hot and cold spray port, which I'll explain on the other side here in a little bit. And you have a 110 outlet. Now, coming down the side, this is not something, again, that comes standard. This is something we chose to do. We love our friends over at MorRyde, so we did the safety rail because, well, at the end of the day, we felt that that was just one of the best safety things and one of the best handles that we could find, and I prefer the aesthetic of the whole thing. You have your furnace and your hot water heater, another 110 outlet, the secondary door. Inside here too, on, again, our friends at MorRyde, a MorRyde side tray, a full, humongous Greystone griddle, which is really, really cool. It's going to get bright for a second. Coming around the back, and I will say, they got a big snowstorm like last week, and the snow melts ridiculous, so I'm trying to walk around here. Coming around the back, you have the biggest ladder I've ever seen, and it's bolted right into the frame, which is great because it's easier to get on and off of all of the things. You have another spray port out there right there. In addition to that, your power port is also going to be back here on the left. Now, that little black dot up there, here really, really soon, I'm going to be installing a backup camera there, but it's pre-wired for a backup camera, so you're good to go there. Okay, some of the repercussions of all that snow melt is that it's wet everywhere. So I'm working my magic to try to get to this side. And this is the other side of that pass-through storage. You can see you can actually control your slide out from out here. So if you want to keep an eye on anything, you have your tank flush, fresh water, your tank fill versus city fill or dry camp, your battery disconnect, your water pump switch, and this is the hot and cold controls for those hot and cold spray ports. So all these spray ports that you see around here, one here, there's one on the other side, and there's one in the rear of the coach, are all temperature controlled from right here. So one of the biggest selling points for me on this rig, besides its size, quality, all that stuff, was the fact it only has one slide. So it is a rack and pinion electric driven, I'm going to struggle not to say hydraulic, on the driver's side or non-camp side. So the only slide on the coach is on the other side, but it's a big one and it really opens up the space. So with that, let's jump inside. All right, now excuse the little bit of a mess. We literally just pulled this over from the production line here, and I'm still kind of trying to figure everything out. So welcome to our 252RL. So I'm going to start in the back and work my way forward just a little bit. So you have your main entry door. I know it's blowing out, but But then in the very back, you have this huge pantry, which now they've added these really nice and big sliding drawers, which is great. And it goes all the way down. Plus at the very bottom, there's a space there. That is actually for, that's where the griddle goes. Something also that they did for 2025 was they took the legs out. So this table actually comes down independently and you don't like knock into yourself on there. Storage up above the dinette. Nice blackout curtains all the way around. 3-seater sofa, 2 more windows, some cubby holes, Furion 10 cubic foot, 12-volt fridge. And now for the entertainment, you have the Driven, which is new for Alliance. Fireplace, storage, TV. There's storage behind it. That's also where your cable controls are. Greystone microwave, hood vent, Furion, kind of standard 3-burner stovetop with oven, drawers. A nice spot for the trash can that pops out, which is great. And then you have, again, just more storage up here. So considering the size of this coach, there is no lack of storage. Into the bathroom. So the hot water heater control is also in here. This is coming with the Suburban Instant Hot. So it is a tankless instant hot water system from Suburban. You have some cubbies here for maybe towels or whatever else. Hi, nice big cabinets. One thing I do like about this is the big XL sink. You can really get your hands underneath there, and it's been winterized. And there's actually plenty of space down here as well. Coming across, you have your soft close toilet seat, and you have your shower. It is a basic RV shower. There we go. So with that kind of Nautilus style door handle and a pretty simple setup, but it works. Now in the very back, again, it's going to come with a different mattress. If you saw last week's video, we have our Brooklyn bedding mattress in here. Shout out to them because they're a huge supporter of the channel, and it's sponsors like them that allow us to keep doing this because all this stuff gets a little expensive. So do us a favor. If you want to support us, support the brands that also support us. That's the easiest and best way. So if you're looking for a new mattress, check out Brooklyn Bedding. The link is down in the description, or I'll also put it on the screen. You can scan that if you're watching on TV. In the very back, you do have some hanging storage on both sides, and then you have an over-the-head storage. A couple of reading lamps, and something that's kind of cool too, just look at that storage, is you actually have a little bit of hidden storage right there, plus a big drawer right here as well. You may ask, what is that, Ryan? That is actually through the pass-through in the lower bay. So, if the mattress gets out of the way, you can see you have ample storage underneath as well. Something else we also did was added a TV in the back, just because I didn't want to deal with that. All right, time for the tech side. Earlier in last week's video, we talked about the air conditioners with Joe. So we put the Furion Cube air conditioners in our Valor and loved them. They have now implemented the Furion AC systems in the Delta and Avenue lines. So this is the 18K Furion Cube. It's the ducted version, so you do have ducts. And then you have its partner, which is a more traditional air conditioner up front that is I believe an 8K. So it's the size of the Coleman's that were on here before, but you have this massive thing right here. And I can tell you, if it works anything like the last one, we're going to absolutely love it. Something else they added in the Deltas were these clips. I think I'm saying that right. Bluetooth speakers. I've already been playing with it. It's actually pretty impressive, and it's nice because it's nothing crazy. You do also have the controls behind that TV there, and so you can listen to the TV through it, or like you can hook your phone up to it and all of that. So if you're new to the channel, just because you want to see this RV, we used to full-time in our Valor 44 V14, which is a 46-foot toy hauler fifth wheel, and we are buying a house in North Texas. Therefore, we are downsizing to this rig because we're just going to do weekends and that kind of stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this little look around our vacation home now. We're very excited to get this back to Texas and get a few things installed for it. Make sure you stay tuned because I'm sure we'll get into some shenanigans, if you may, coming up soon with all of that. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you guys next week. Going back to Texas. Bye. Bye, Mom.